Welcome back to So You Really Want to Learn Latin, and today we are going to be having a very quick look at the Second Punic War. Now, you will remember, I'm sure, that the Romans had a thing about the Carthaginians, and the Carthaginians had a thing about the Romans. We've already seen how in the First Punic War, Rome was called in by a bunch of Sicilians to sort out the fact that the Carthaginians had come to Sicily ostensibly to help, but in fact, having got there, they had decided not to go away again. And ultimately, the Romans were called in to try and kick them off the island. And after a little bit of mucking about with some sea battles and so on, they did in fact manage to do that. That was the First Punic War, which was back in 264 to 241 BC. Well, 20 years or so later, we have a thing called the Second Punic War. Now, the Romans had become a bit distracted by a bunch of hairy Gauls back in Italy. And while they were distracted, the Carthaginians thought, right, let's see if we can start flexing our muscles again. And they, under their general Hamilcar, who you will remember from the First Punic War, under Hamilcar they went over into Spain and started beating up the Spaniards. So first Hamilcar, and then his son-in-law, a guy called Hasdrubal, and then, in turn, Hamilcar's own son, Hannibal, started leading the Carthaginian forces in Spain. Now Hannibal, as a very young boy, had been made to swear an oath by his father that he would never make friends with the Romans. And he never did. Now, as a young general, in his 20s, Hannibal wanted to do something a little bit different. Now, the Carthaginians had quite a lot of success in Spain, and in 219 BC, the people of Saguntum got a little bit spooked by what was going on, and they appealed to Rome for help. And the following year, 218 BC, Rome declared war on Carthage once more, and we begin the Second Punic War. Now at this point, Hannibal, the young Hannibal, is in charge of the Carthaginian army in Spain. The obvious thing probably would have been to take his army from Spain to Italy by sea. That would be the obvious route. But Hannibal wasn't going for anything obvious, and so he decided to do something slightly more audacious, and so he decided to take his army over the Alps. Okay, if you look at the map, he's going to go up through Spain, over the Alps, and down the other side, and come into Italy from the north, and completely catch the Romans off their guard. So, with an army of 50,000 men, that's exactly what he did. 50,000 men, and of course, just to make the story more exciting, a small band of elephants, and of course he's remembered best for the elephants. Okay, so the army go up over the Alps, elephants and all, and down the other side. And when he got into Italy, he then defeated the Romans at two famous battles. First, the Battle of Trebia in 218 BC, and then the Battle of Lake Trasimene in 217 BC. Now this left the route down to Rome open to Hannibal. So, what was going to happen? Well, we're going to have to wait until our next video to find out what happened next. Because as you know, we have now finished book 2. That was our last little story. And when we move on into book 3 of the course, we'll find out what happened in the Second Punic War when the Romans found they had Hannibal staring at them across the plain, on his way to Rome. Okay, right, see you back here for more videos on this channel. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon.